Normally, the gates will stay open to the Farmington Plantation grounds until the sun goes down, allowing people to walk freely and explore the historical site. Well, all of that may change now after a recent break-in that cost Farmington more than $1,500. A bit of history tucked away on Bardstown Road near the Watterson at the Farmington Historical Plantation.
It's like a little park, you know, in the middle of Louisville that a lot of people just don't know about.
Brian Sims has been the groundskeeper here for 17 years. This home built in the early 1800s. It belonged to John and Lucy Speed, one of their most famous visitors, Abraham Lincoln, 20 years before he was elected president.
He stayed here for about 3 weeks, August of 1841.
But the tranquility that surrounds these 18 acres of history has been disturbed.
They broke into this building, broke into the blacksmith shop.
Sims says more than $1,500 worth of lawn equipment was stolen from two of the storage buildings that sit near the historic house.
It's my weed eaters, it's my blowers, it's my chainsaw.
Glass still on the ground where Sims says the thieves broke in. Plywood now boarding the window that he says they crawled through to get inside the storage shed next door.
It just hurts that when you struggle as much as we do, I mean, what are you going to do?
And it's not the first time. He says they see vandalism every few years, but nothing this costly for the nonprofit with only 2 full-time employees.
It takes a lot of money and a lot of manpower to upkeep this much property. We have multiple outbuildings. You know, we have a museum that's 200 years old that takes a lot of upkeep.
And coming at the worst time, Farmington Historical Plantation preparing for upcoming derby parties, festivals, and working to prepare the hemp crop. The spot, one of few in the Commonwealth with permission to grow hemp.
We have an event coming up in 2 weeks for our hemp/plant sale that I've got to get ready for.
Sims says a police report has been filed. In the meantime, Farmington Historical Plantation wants to add more security cameras. This week's incident not caught on camera. And we'd like to explain the significance of this historic site. While Lincoln was visiting Farmington, he went down to the Ohio River and noticed shackled slaves getting off riverboats. He later wrote that it was his time in Louisville where he made up his mind about the evils of slavery. The Lincoln statue at this waterfront explains this history. I'm Heather Fontaine, 11 at 11.